Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Traci Reed Designs, and we are doing a scrap lift of our team member Nikki. And so you'll see at the beginning of the video, and I will put up in the corner here a photo of the layout that I'm scrap lifting. What I liked about this layout from Nikki was I kind of liked the diagonal kind of design of the embellishments. Her paper has a whole lot more going on hers than mine, but I liked the sort of diagonal embellishments that she had, and so I'm going to follow that pretty closely. And so her layout has a couple of different words. I don't see like a set title. Like there's a couple of places on the diagonal that she has tags and things that have words on them. So I think you could probably interpret any of those being her title. If she even has one, I'm not 100% sure. But I will have a title on mine, so you'll see that as we go. To start, I have just a piece of navy cardstock from my stash, and then I have this pattern paper from I think it was the Over the Moon. It was last year's Valentine's collection, if I'm not mistaken. And so I have this gray grid pattern paper. That is going to be my pattern paper for my background. I took some prized ribbon distress oxide and added some splatters again. Hers has two sort of print on the printed paper, two sort of decorative elements up at these two corners. I'm not going to have that, but I did want to add some interest to my background, so I did go ahead and add those splatters. So what I'm going to do is off camera, I have the photo here, which is of my son. We're going into Epcot in this photo, and I'm going to go ahead and mat my photo with these two pattern papers. Again, I'm using the Over the Moon collection, so I'm going to go ahead and put two mats around my photo. And just like in the inspiration layout for the scrap lift, I am going to put my photo, it's going to go here in the center, and then I'm going to build off in these two directions the embellishment clusters that will mirror sort of what Nikki had going on in her layout. So that's what I've got laid out here. I am going to come in with some enamel dots to finish it off at the end. And so I'm going to go off camera and glue down my background, mat my photo, and go ahead and actually tack down my photo where it's going to go here in the middle. And then, like I said, when I come back, we'll build out the two embellishment clusters. Okay, my photo is down and everything is in place, and so we're going to start to build sort of that diagonal. And I am using a combination of digital and items from the sticker sheet, so I have a combination. I also off camera took this little stamp of Epcot that I had in my stash, and I did go ahead and stamp that with some blue ink, and so that's going to be part of this cluster down here. So I have that there, and I've sort of got at least an idea in my head from when I was trying to decide what I was going to do for this layout. So I'm going to play with that idea that I had of how I want to lay this out on the diagonal for this layout. So bear with me while I play around with my bits and pieces. I have two pattern papers that I did cut some banners for a past project, so I am going to add those here on my page. So I'm going to layer those up down there. I have this little "You Are Out of This World" that is from the sticker sheet. I'm going to put that in this particular cluster down here. And this is from the sticker sheet, but it's only like a half of a tag. So I'm just layering it up here. And I'm covering up so you won't know that that is only half a tag. And these little sort of shooting star pieces, that is from the digital kit, I do believe. So just going to layer up all of these pieces. This is, I think this is from the digital, but I honestly can't remember this piece, which collection it's from. Either way, I'm going to layer it up here. Then I have some stars that I'm going to add around into my clusters here, and put that one down here and this one up here. Okay, so that is sort of my thought for this one down here. And obviously, as I always say, this is how I'm thinking it's going to turn out. Oftentimes it does get moved slightly as I glue it down. And I also did take some twine and add some bows that'll go on the part of my tag hole to cover up my tag holes. So that is going to go down there for that diagonal. And then up here at the top, I have this. I actually cut this from a 3x4 card. And I think hers, she actually layers it over top. For this piece, I'm going to layer mine behind. And then I have this piece, which is also from the digital kit. And I'm going to layer it in here. And then again, I have two of those banner pieces. I'm going to layer them up, and this time I think I'm going to put them to the side. So I'm just repeating a lot of the same elements to kind of keep the consistency on the diagonal. So that is what you see me doing here. I'm just going to play with the pieces that I pulled. I have two little word strips from my stash that I actually created that I cut out that I'm just going to layer up on these two little labels that I have here. So I'm going to have those be around there. I have a little moon and then another star that I'm going to kind of cluster up there. And then I have another star here, which I'm thinking maybe in here. Not sure. I could actually have that one come in there. Maybe that. Have that one over here. I kind of like that. And then I have another shooting star, which I think, again, I could have it coming in here and move this over a little bit. Something like that. And that keeps the true diagonal. I definitely have that diagonal working on my page, even more so than the Scraplift page that I'm working with. But I am liking that, I think. And then again, I have these little starbursts, and I'm going to put those up there. And then for my title, I did cut from my Alpha dies the title Let's Explore. Sorry, I had to think about that one for a second. So I just got to get the right. These are very scripty sort of letters, so I wanted to make sure I had them correct before I lay them out. So there's Let's, and then the Explore is a different font. And I did layer it up a few times so that I get that layered feel, like a thicker. And we're going to put Explore right up here. So mine does definitely have a obvious title. So I'm going to put that up there. And I think I do like that. So like I said, I kept that sort of same feel as the sketch or the Scraplift. And I have everything going on the diagonal. I'm going to go ahead and get all of this glued down, and then come in with these enamel dots, and kind of place them on that diagonal throughout the page. So let me go get these glued down, and we'll finish off the page. Okay, I have everything glued down here, so we are just going to finish up this page with some enamel dots, and I think I'm going to keep them sort of flowing on the diagonal for this page. So I'm going to do a couple of dots here and have it kind of flow through the page with these two colors. And so I think I'm going to do sets of 3 or 2 on that diagonal. So some will be 2, some will be 3, and I think once I have those down, let's see. Once I have these down, I think that is going to do it for this page. And of course, they're sticking to my fingers. That's always helpful. And do I need anything else? Maybe I do want to add each of these to have 3. I feel like the 3, I have a hard time when it's not in the 3. I feel like it completes it more when I have 3 enamel dots in each cluster. But that is going to do it for this page. So I will have a link to Traci's blog down below, so you can go check out what other design team members scraplifted from Nikki, as well as I will see if I can also link Nikki's where you can find more of Nikki's work. And so with that, guys, still photos will be coming up, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.